Okay, I have to admit that I was wrong. The engagement audience is not the most powerful one in Facebook now. The most powerful audiences in Facebook nowadays should be the lookalike audience. You don't know how powerful it is because Facebook changed its algorithm this May or June. It's a nightmare. I don't want to remember actually. It's after they change the algorithm, and then you are gonna realize that your reach of your ads that you run before sometimes it might experience a reduce of the reach. So now after that, and we test a lot, and after a while we figure out, okay, the old way is no longer working for Facebook now, because Facebook already knows uh, they changed their algorithm. So usually we use Michigan methods to test different images and text and also audiences all together in the same time, so we can find the best perform image and the audience. And after that, we push all our budget to that one. But now Facebook figured out. Then Facebook said, if you are going to run ads like that, and I'm going to define that you are competing with yourself. And if you're competing with yourself, your lead cost, your cost per result will increase because you run too many ads at the same time, because we don't have enough space in our news feeds, because everyone run Facebook ads are trying to place their ads in Facebook news because everyone knows that's the most attractive one. So when we realize Facebook do that, it start to doing that, and then we can the Michigan methods is kind of like outdated, and then if we can do that, how can we take advantage of Facebook algorithm now? And Facebook actually update not just the reach, and Facebook also update its accuracy of the algorithm. And now if you know that lookalike means you provide Facebook data of the audiences and tell Facebook, these are the like something like my potential, my leads list or my client list, and please find me the most lookalike people, the lookalike audiences of this data that I provided. And then Facebook improves their accuracy, and then this lookalike becomes more powerful. And after I explained the background, and now I'm showing you how to create a lookalike audience. In the source, you can see you can choose from custom audiences or a page. So you need to create a custom audience first in order to create the lookalike, or you can choose the page. Actually, the page fans is something like I explained in the last video. I told you, if your friends are helping you like your page, and then you don't want to do this. You don't want to choose a page as a source because the base data is not accurate. And now you want to do what I recommend you to do, video viewer in a page visitor, all traffic, WCA, something like that. Now we choose custom audience. This is the one that I just created, engagement custom audience, 25% video viewer. But actually 25% video viewer is a large database, because someone can just, you know how Facebook play the videos when you opening your Facebook app in your phone, and then when you scroll to a video, and it's gonna play that video automatically. So the problem sometimes will be if someone scroll to the video and then They're talking to someone else and then just stop there. And Facebook gonna say, okay, you are the one watching the video and I'm going to collect your information. You don't want to do that. So what I recommend to do is to create 50% video viewer, 15% video of your video. So we just use this 25% video viewer as an example because I don't want to create another 50% video viewer. And we use this as example and we choose that. And then we choose a location. You need to choose a location because you can't target the whole country, the whole world. And you choose, unless you're doing an online program. Okay, we choose the location of your country. Yes, we do country. And then even though we're just doing countries, but the data will still be too large, and we will narrow that down when we actually creating our audiences in the specific ad set or in the audience section. Here you can choose different countries. You choose North America or inside United States as an example, because our Citizen Ninja is here. So we choose this one, and then we want to narrow. We want to narrow the audience size to just 1% of countries. So you won't have a too large size. See, this is the estimate reach. It's still a lot. In advanced, you don't actually need to see because you can choose 1%, 2%, or 5%. I always prefer 1% because that's the most accurate one. And create audience. You don't need to name it because Facebook will name it automatically for you based on your custom audience. It will show the country and will show the percentage. Will say it's a lookalike. So you will ask, how can I define? Because we're in this audience is actually populating me all people in the whole country, but I only want to, because my business is local, I only want to target my local people. How can I do that? And you can do that in both in two different ways. You can also create a different audience here, and based on, let's see, this one, based on interest 2 miles, I can combine that lookalike feature inside. So I added it, and in the custom audience area, you can actually choose the lookalike you just created here. So here means once you add this part here, means Facebook will combine the both of the your choices and populate the audience, final audience for you. So means in this audience, it means I need those audience inside of my lookalike list, and I also need the audience who are inside of this area and who are having this interests and in this age range, and also are female. And after that, you can save it as new. Also, if you don't really want to create all the audiences in your audience area, and you only want to keep the audience area platform clean, and so you can just keep the basic ones, and you can always create the new audiences in your ad set level. So when you want to do that, you can just go inside your power editor, and this is something that you want to create. No, I don't want to do that. And if you're in the middle of creating a campaign, then here you can edit the audience, and then select that lookalike you created before here. So means, okay, Facebook, I want you to target, because this is this lookalike in audience part, you can see it's not it's unavailable yet, because Facebook is tied to collect the data for you and show probably 30 minutes later. So it tells you estimate are unavailable currently. So yeah, that's how we create the lookalikes. Yeah.